Alright, Yosemite bush trip number 9. I'm gonna move the mic. Alright, Yosemite bush trip number 9, short trip. Actually, we got a few of them here that are short. So we're gonna try to knock out all the way through 12. So we'll get this one going. We'll figure out where we're going. So we're going from Yerington Municipal Airport to Silver Springs. Alright, we gotta bring everything up first. I don't have anything open this morning. We're gonna do maps. And then Bush Talk Radio. Log in. Log in here. Close that. Let's check the nav log real quick. Alright, so KSPZ is where we're gonna land. KSEP. So we are going north along 95 alternate. Alright, so simple enough. Let's see where we're at here. Alright, so we're going to head west upon takeoff. Are we? Oh yeah, I guess left and then a quick, should be a quick turn up north. Alright, let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing airborne. Alright, we are currently in the north direction. Slight northeast, I guess, to be technical. Alright, we got a lot of runway to work with, so we're just gonna let this thing kind of drift off on its own. Right there. Alright, so what do we have going on here? Got a little taste of the mountains last time. I think we took that detour through Black Mountain yesterday. So that was pretty good. And then today we're going up to Silver Springs. So the first bush trip talk that I see has to do with the Mason Valley Wildlife Management Area. We'll let that play when we get there. so looking at the map here. So we just took off at this airport. Technically, we're supposed to be going up US alternate 95, which we're going to be running right along that. But we're going to head over to this, which is... Oh, no, okay. So we're going to fly over... Make sure here. We're going to fly over the Mason Valley Wildlife Management System. And then the bush trip thing has to do with the Fort Churchill Solar Array, which is a 19.9 megawatt concentrator. Yeah, so it's a bunch of solar panels, basically. And then we're going to look at Google Maps here and see if we see anything worth pointing out. I gotta find a new spot for that. Every time I reach for the mouse. Alright, it's a little winding. What is that river called? It's right under us. That is the Walker River. And I want to say that this mountain range right up here is called Cleaver Peak. Which is 1,984 meters, according to Bush Talks. Oh, nice. I wonder if these are the solar panels. Because we're getting there.
The Fort Churchill Solar Array is a 19.9 megawatt concentrated photovoltaics power station near the city of Yerington in Lyon County, Nevada. It is the largest assembly of SunPower C7 tracker low concentration PV technology in the United States. The facility was constructed for Apple Incorporated to service its Reno Technology Park data center. Apple initiated the project with SunPower and NV Energy to supply its growing data center business in the state with 100% renewable energy. The resulting arrangement is unusual in that Apple owns the facility, leases it to NV Energy to operate and maintain under a 20-year contract, then repurchases the power through the NV Green Energy rider opportunity. SunPower's proprietary high-efficiency solar cell technology, marketed under the Maxim trademark, was originally developed to meet the more rigorous demands of LCPV, despite ultimately having a much greater success in the flat panel PV market in the US. Among the features, copper is deposited on the back of the cells to lower electrical and thermal resistances, thus mitigating the risks from concentrator hotspots and improving reliability. In late 2011, SunPower announced that its C7 concentrator system technology could reduce the levelized cost of electricity relative to competing utility-scale PV installations available at the time by 20%. In a strategic effort to achieve cost reductions at manufacturing scale, reductions similar to those rapidly being realized by commoditized PV using less efficient technology, SunPower entered a joint venture with the Chinese firm Tianjin Zhonghuan Semiconductor to ramp up LCPV production in late 2012. In early 2014, SunPower announced the supply of 70 megawatts of concentrator cell assemblies to the JV's first 50 megawatts production line in Inner Mongolia for the first of two projects totaling 120 megawatts to be completed by the end of 2015.
Alright, that was an interesting one. So here we're picking back up on the actual natlog, and this is 95 alternate that we're following up. Maps, we're there. Alright, so that is Cleaver Peak. Check the nav log here, because I'm pretty sure we just knocked out a bunch of this. Carson River Bridge, and then, which we haven't gotten to yet, I don't think. Yeah, we have not gotten her yet. Should be getting there soon though. Looking for the river that's supposed to run alongside this, and then the next stop here is we're going to land at that runway, and that is going to be right here. So this one runs along Lincoln Highway, otherwise known as Highway 50, and there's runway 24 or 9. So it's going to run, the runway is going to run this way, left to right. So we're going to have to adjust our thing, and it is going to be on the left side of Highway 95. So I don't think we need the nav log anymore. There is a big body of water to our right. And the Carson River Bridge is going to be right by our next waypoint, which has to do with Fort Churchill State Historic Park. So looking at push talks, this is what we're going to be looking for there. And on Microsoft, this is the Carson River Bridge. So this is 95 alternate. And the bridge is going to be there. Bush Talks is going to talk about that. That's what we got going on. Cleaver Peak, 1984 meters. And yeah, then we're going to be landing at the airport, which this is 50 running along there. The airport's like right here, so we'll maybe we'll look at this first, the bridge. Then we'll go to Fort Churchill, and then we'll swing back around and land on. That's going to be runway number 9. So that's pretty much our trip there. So a little bit of a detour again. I think I like taking the detour away from just the stuff that's in the game, and figure out what's going on there. Makes it a little more interesting. I think that's the bridge, and I think that might be 50. So the airport's going to be like somewhere around here, and Bush Talk is going to be up and over to the left. So that's our little game plan itinerary.
Fort Churchill State Historic Park is a state park of Nevada, United States, preserving the remains of a United States Army fort and a way station on the Pony Express and Central Overland routes dating back to the 1860s. The site is one end of the historic Fort Churchill and Sand Springs Toll Road. The park is in Lyon County south of the town of Silver Springs, on U.S. Route 95 alternate, 8 miles south of U.S. Route 50. Fort Churchill was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1961. A 1994 park addition forms a corridor along the Carson River. In 1860, a band of Paiutes and Bannocks attacked Williams Station along the Carson River in retaliation for the kidnap and rape of 2 young Paiute girls by the proprietors of the station. In retaliation, a small group of volunteer soldiers and vigilantes led by Major William Ormsby attacked the Native Americans, starting the so-called Pyramid Lake War. Ormsby's force was defeated, and in response Colonel John C. Hayes and Captain Joseph Stewart led a larger force of volunteers and U.S. regulars to defeat the natives at the Second Battle of Pyramid Lake. Captain Stewart, leading the regular contingent, afterward established a permanent U.S. Army fort along the Carson River near the location of where the hostilities began at Williams Station. The post was named Fort Churchill for Sylvester Churchill, Inspector General of the U.S. Army. Construction on the fort began on July 20, 1860 and was completed in 1861. Built to provide protection for early settlers and the mail route along the Pony Express, the fort became an important supply depot for the Union Army during the American Civil War. Average strength during this time was 200 soldiers, but the post was abandoned in 1869, 4 years after the conclusion of the Civil War. The abandoned buildings were sold at an auction for $750 after the state of Nevada declined to take possession of the property. State Route 439 is a four-lane state highway in Lyon, Story and Washoe counties in Nevada. Better known as USA Parkway, the route connects US Route 50 in Silver Springs to Interstate 80 in Clark via the Tahoe-Reno Industrial Center. The northern portion of USA Parkway was initially constructed by the Industrial Center's developers. However, the Nevada Department of Transportation agreed to assume control of the road after Tesla announced plans to build its Gigafactory at Trick in 2014. Not opened the extension of SR 439 south to US 50 in Lyon County on September 8, 2017. SR 439 serves as a four-lane highway connector of I-80 and US 50. The south end of the highway is at a roundabout with US 50 west of Silver Springs, near Silver Springs Airport in Lyon County. From there, the road heads northwest into mountainous terrain, providing access to the Tahoe-Reno Industrial Center and the Tesla Gigafactory. The highway continues to its end at a modified diamond interchange with I-80 located approximately 17 miles east of Sparks, in Washoe County.